How do I evaluate engineers? What's my lens? Mainly 5 things. Number 1, the North Star. What business metric moved? I don't really care that much about the cool algorithm, rather the cool algorithm. I care about the latency, the cost, the yield, etc. Did you end up moving the needle? Number 2, constraints. Every real project has them, whether it be timeline, memory, power, etc. Tell me exactly what box you were working on. 3, trade-offs. And this is a big one. What did you say no to? What did you simplify? What did you measure to make that call? Junior engineers add features, whereas senior engineers remove them. Next is scale. Who used it and how often? Did things change after the launch? What remained the same? Did it actually survive the contact with reality? Last, but not least, leadership. How aligned are you? How do you make decisions under ambiguity? Do you end up unblocking others? You don't need a manager title to demonstrate leadership. This is how directors think, and this is what gets you promoted. Not syntax, not trivia, impact. So, what have I observed? For that, let me give you some concrete examples. Same question. Tell me about a project you led. A junior engineer might answer, I implemented a FIFO for the data path. It handled burst traffic. That is fine. You did a thing. You used the data structure. Okay, I get it. From a senior engineer, however, I'd be expecting something like, I reduced the buffer overflow events by 73%. And this was done by replacing a fixed FIFO with a credit-based flow control scheme. The trade-off, however, was 12% more area, but it ended up saving 2 weeks of debug time downstream. Hey, do you guys hear the difference? The junior described what they did. The senior, on the other hand, described why it mattered with numbers, trade-offs, impact. And that is where the gap is. And that's what I'm going to help you close. So what's coming on this channel? Mainly there are 2 tracks, but I'll be talking about 3 different things. The 2 tracks are going to involve the gauntlet. Real interview questions. I'll show you how juniors answers, how seniors answers, and how staff answers. Same questions, 3 levels. You'll see exactly where the bar is. The other track is the silicon intuition. Deep technical content, for instance, hey, why your 8 GB GPU cannot run a 7 billion per AM model? Why your FIFO calculation is wrong? The physics that's textbook skip. I'm going to talk about the real hardware, the real constraints. And last but not least, career strategy. How to position yourself, how to tell your story, how to negotiate for yourself. The stuff no one teaches you in school. That is, hardware meets hiring. And that's what my mission is. Let me leave you with this hiring rubric that I use. For a junior, it's all about execution. Hey, can you write the code? Can you follow the spec? That's the table stakes that gets you in the door. Senior focuses on ownership. Okay, can you own a block end to end? Can you debug things when they break? That gets you the staff level consideration. Staff, on the other hand, needs to focus on judgment and experience. Do you know when not to build something? Do you know when the spec is wrong? That's what gets you hired at the highest level. The jumps from the senior to the staff is in knowledge. It's judgment. It's knowing when to break this rule, when to push back on requirements, when to say, hey, this approach won't scale. And that's what I'm going to help you develop. The mission is simple. Think like a system architect, not a coder, not a ticket taker, an architect. Someone who sees the whole system, someone who makes trade offs with confidence, someone who earns trust through clarity. Silicon doesn't lie, only spec sheets do. In the next video, I'll be running along on a $245 Jetson, and I'll show you exactly why it failed. And hey, how to fix it too. Subscribe if you want to see Silicon sweat. The lab is open. I'm Z. This is Silicon and Signals. Let's build.